I know Tommy did a bunch, and then I
Tommy
know
did
did
the
you ever
one.
do one?
No,
You
Tommy
never.
did. Tommy
Okay.
did the one where we were going to play it Four Seasons, when it was the not that many of the Outlaws left.
Yeah.
Then we did one in the basement that was Tommy also, but it was just for the rate for the season or whatever. Alex has that. I'd love to get a hold of it.
I've got that. I think I've got that one. When was that when
Where we're throwing the helmet around and whatever. We're down in the
yeah,
basement.
I've
Yep.
got that on a hard drive somewhere.
Darius and Cody are sporting black stocking caps like Salvo tonight, looking hard.
That was always looking hard. Dom, I'm fairly certain I went 0 for 6 or 0 for 5 on my picks.
Oh yeah, let's look. I didn't do
I
that either.
I think
loved my
the
picks.
I
Loved my
I
picks and almost went with Washington.
I think I went with I think I did go with Philly though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
you
got
did go
Philly.
Philly. Let me
So
see.
then that was 1 for 4. That was brutal.
I mean, I
Well,
think we
five
both,
for well, but the college game.
Or 1 for 5. Sorry, 1 for
Yeah, did
5.
we
Yeah.
all take Ohio State? I took Ohio State, right?
yeah, we did. We both would have taken Ohio State if we weren't thinking with our hearts on that one. All three of us took the Chiefs.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So then I went, yeah, 2.
Brent took the Bills. You and I took the Ravens.
Yeah.
Right.
All three of us took the Lions.
Yeesh.
Brent took the Eagles. We took the Rams.
Oh, did we really?
Yeah,
Dang.
I know. And then OSU was Brent, and we took Notre Dame. So
I tell you
Dude, it would
what,
have been a great weekend, and I was so close to taking Washington. So
I
close. I
really.
swept
mean,
it.
they're not better, but they were playing great. They were playing hard. I love them.
I turned on I don't get to watch as much football anymore during the week just because I take so much time during the season, but I turned on the Philly game uh right when Saquon busted that 80-yarder, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. He's such a stud. Like
It's
I cannot believe the Giants let him go. Like it just baffling to me.
well, guys who take significant beatings like that. You like. I mean, he was getting. I mean, he ran hard. They had a little moderate success a few years. You love to see him have success. I mean, the
Oh,
guys who just get
100%.
crushed every weekend. Like the Dom Salvos of the Renegades. You're not mad when they finally go to the
I think the
Stallions.
Renegade line was probably better than his line in New York. Yeah, the line in New York was terrible.
Like the Brent of the 99 of the 2001 and '02 Bucks.
They
Like
are,
when we
yeah,
went 2-24 over 3 seasons.
right. The early Brent, man.
Yeah, you know.
That was a rough week. I watched the first drive of the national championship game, and
People were
I
not.
called Dan, and I
Yeah.
was like they can't sustain this. Like there's no way they can sustain this kind of drive. Like Riley Leonard cannot take a beating like that every drive. And Ohio State went down and scored, and then I think when Ohio State went up 14 or 14-7, I was like, yeah, there's Notre Dame can't. They just don't have the offense to fight back. They can't play from behind. Like,
Passing game.
Give them credit
yeah,
though. They made it interesting again, late
no,
late.
they did, but it's
I
I
think
don't
that
know.
was more a testament of Ryan Day not being a good coach, even though he's the national champion. I was sitting there thinking they're gonna at halftime I was like, Ryan Day is gonna Ryan Day this and let Notre Dame back in the game. And then sure enough, Notre Dame had a chance. They kind of couldn't get out of their own way, but
I mean, Ohio State. I mean, that's all Chip Kelly though. Like Chip Kelly came in and changed that offense for the better. Because I like Ryan Day for the last I made a post on Twitter today. Like Ryan Day has done less with more, and then he finally got a national championship, and it's like, yeah, but he should probably have 4.
So
Like
somebody finally convinced him to just win games and not have to look smart. You see these coaches do it all the time,
yeah.
right? He has to look. He in the past has had to look like a genius and have some angle or some hook, but he just used the tools, or their
Well,
staff. Their staff
he let
used the tools.
Chip, yeah, he let Chip play, and they also spent $800 million in NIL money to get
yeah.
5 players that
They beat every
completely,
team that spent more than them. There were
yeah,
three of them. This is
to
great.
completely change the course of the
I'm
landscape of the
not.
team.
I'm not
So
going to listen to SEC teams complain about the amount of money that Ohio State spent because it's all legal now. Okay, I'm
the
just.
SEC,
Most of Ohio State's key players were SEC players.
right, yeah.
So we're all
Yeah,
keeping
well,
score.
they got paid by two schools, right? I mean,
Right.
you know,
We're still cashing checks, I'm sure.
right?
There was a big there was a post somewhere about like all the every national championship from like D1 to NAIA was won by a Midwest school this year
Hmm.
because it was like Ohio State, North Dakota State. D2 was Ferris State in Michigan. D3 was North Central in Chicago, and then NAIA was Grandview in Iowa. So it's like that's where. But if you
Yeah,
look at all those teams
that's
too, they all
where
run
the
the
NFL
they all
started.
run the
I mean,
football. They all run the football. They all have really good offensive lines. They all throw the ball when they want to, not when they need to, and they just gut punch you every time they get the
right.
ball.
And let's not kid ourselves. The Midwest schools are still going to have to spend more because I'm telling you, for every kid out there, if USC and Miami are going to throw you the same money as Ohio State, I know where I'm going to spend my years, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there's just that's the fact. So, anyway, didn't all those teams almost all wear red too? I saw somebody post that. I think every champion all the way
It,
up the ladder wore
except
red.
for North Dakota State. North
I
Dakota
think they
State's
didn't
green.
include, yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't include
But
BCS.
yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
They all are some sort of red. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny.
North Central's quarterback's from Glenwood too.
He is. I actually recruited him for like a week at Lake Forest, and then he was like, "I want to play baseball and go win 800 national championships," and we were out of the running after that.
Right, I think he won the D3 Player of the Year, didn't he?
He did 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, his if you look at like his overall record, I think he's got like 3 losses, and 2 of them are in the national championship game.
Jeez.
Um, and I saw another person put up a stat. He threw for like 165 touchdowns on something like 800 career pass attempts. Like he was just stupid, but they were so good up front. Like I got to see those guys up front, up close and personal my one season at Elmhurst, and they're just like they're a different animal. They were really, really good.
Signed with the XFL team down here, so they were talking
I
about him.
saw that. Yeah.
Huh.
I mean he's not a big guy. Like that's his only downfall is like he's smaller than you are. Like he's maybe 6 foot, six
Yeah.
foot one and 195 pounds. Like he's not a big guy. And I don't know how strong his arm really is. Like he's got an accurate arm. I just don't know if he's got like elite
Right.
arm
Yeah.
strength. But
yeah, Cliff Kingsbury on,
yeah, I mean, right. But the only problem is he's short. He's a good baseball player too, though, Dom. So like he might like there was a rumor at one point after his freshman year that he was going to get drafted
Oh.
into Major League Baseball. But obviously he didn't. But he's a pretty good just a good athlete. His dad's a coach at Glenwood too. I think I think maybe the offensive coordinator. But
Yeah, they've been pretty good lately.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're Glenwood's quarterback now is the son of a kid I played high school football with. He's a Canadler.
I saw that. Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. Everything comes full circle.
Joe Knadler, or who was it?
It's
Justin?
Jason.
Okay.
I think it's Jason.
Okay.
Jason, that's it.
Don't remember which one it was.
They both played Major League Baseball. Justin's the one that played for the Giants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jason played for the Tigers, I think. And he was the not as good baseball player, I guess, but he still played, double A Major League ball. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Chatham was good this year. They ran into that to East St. Louis.
yeah, but they've I think East St. Louis has ended their season a couple times in the last 5 years,
and,
5, 6
and
years.
the line to get drawn down there literally is between Chatham and Springfield. Because whenever an SHG team gets through, they go north, and every time Chatham gets through, they go south. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere right there is where the line always ends up getting drawn, and that's what 8-10 miles.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's they've I mean he's done a good job over there, so they'll keep.
It's a good program. It
Oh
is.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
a good
It's
program.
always been a good. I mean they've never really, not that I can ever remember from my time even as a player, because my senior year was the year they won state.
Right.
They didn't really have bad years after that. They had a couple down years like leading up to that, but I mean they've, not that I can ever remember.
Yeah.
So. All right, so are we gonna try to do this? Are we gonna try to watch this?
Yeah, I have to mention one thing real quick. This week I talked to a couple people. This is the 3rd anniversary of us losing Troy,
Yeah,
and it's also this week is like the 5th anniversary of Mark Harris, running back for the Steel. I think maybe it's been more than that, maybe 8 years or something. But
yeah.
both of those happened in the same week, and Mark was important to a lot of people, and he was a load dude. Troy was obviously, Superman at our level
I
of
know.
playing. Yeah. Anyway, I just
It's
wanted to
I didn't
mention.
realize it'd been I remember Mark. Obviously I didn't get a chance to play with Mark. I don't even, Dom, did you even get to play? Do you remember Mark at all?
He played on the steel with you, Brent, in the championship, right?
Yeah.
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 I saw him play, but I never played with him or against him.
I didn't know if he did he ever dabble in the 8-man stuff?
I think a couple times, yeah, but I want to say it was towards the end of my career, and
Okay.
I can't remember where, but yeah, I mean, I think Brian got
Yeah.
him to do it a few times. Ralph got him to do it a few times.
Yeah.
That dude just showed up. He's just one of those guys that had all the talent in the world, just showed up and played.
Well, he played at like Eastern Michigan or something, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think so. I
remember.
mean, yeah,
Yeah. No, I didn't remember that. Obviously, I saw the Troy stuff out coming up in my memories and everything, and it's hard to believe it's 3 years.
yeah,
We got to get Blaze on here at some point and talk
yeah.
to him because he's such a good kid. I got a chance another one. I got a chance to recruit him when I was in Elmhurst,
I
and
remember that.
I think had we not gotten fired, I could have gotten him, but that was special because they all came up and I got to see him and spend some time with him and um yeah, it's hard
Yeah,
to believe 3 years.
yeah. That's something.
I
So
know.
what game are you queuing up a game tonight, Tony?
So yeah, so I'm gonna pull up Outlaws so the official first ever 11-man game the Capital City Outlaws played versus the Decatur Bears. I'm looking at the date, July 26th, 2003, in Niantic.
Yes.
Uh, I mean this was a freaking huge
Yeah.
rivalry game at the time.
Yeah.
Um,
I
it
know nobody on these. Is it Remo Clark playing quarterback for?
Remo, yeah, Remo is playing quarterback for you'll know names, Dom. Like
Yeah.
you'll know you'll recognize the quality's not great.
Yeah.
Obviously, and I'm looking at I'm actually looking at the screen pause right now on the Decatur sideline, and the first I just realized there's a number 22. It's Jay Russell.
It's got
So
yeah. Jay played for them.
so it's
Yeah.
there's names that you'll recognize, Dom. It was again it was the first 11-man game we ever played. First time for myself, Dan, Businger, you know, the other guys got to play a lot of the what 25 of you guys all played the arena game or so,
Yeah.
and I don't think anybody got cut. I think it was
Right.
all just addition. Um, so
Yeah.
it'll be interesting. I'm gonna see if it works. Obviously, if it
Yeah, the
doesn't
quality's
share,
bad, and actually the play's pretty sloppy too. I mean, this is game one,
I know.
and a lot of guys are new, and a lot of guys it's a new system, and a lot of us from the old Bucks weren't very good. So
Right.
it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm grabbing an old program, so at least I know the Bucks guys or the Outlaws guys.
Yeah. All right. Let me share that. All right, can you guys see it?
Not yet.
I don't have anything yet.
Just there he goes.
Got it.
All right. Again, I'm gonna start playing this. If this starts to get real choppy like before, we'll scrap it and
Yeah.
try something else. So,
Now,
all right.
importantly, they're the home team, but they're wearing white. I do remember that.
Well, I don't think they had blue, or we didn't have our whites in at this point.
Possibly true.
Yeah. All right, I muted it. So,
All right. It's chopping a little. Yeah, it's chopping.
is it bad?
Uh, yeah, it
Try put it in full screen, see what it does.
It's gonna be real bad for me if I go full screen.
Oh, is it? Okay.
yeah, that froze
Is
it
it
up pretty
bad?
good.
It's just
Yeah,
pretty choppy, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let's stop share then. I don't want to mess up anything.
I could try to.
It's
I'm not good at any of this, but I could try to share it because I've got it too.
I
I
don't
don't
know if it's I don't know if it's the
know.
I don't know if it's the computer or if it's a lot of bandwidth. Let me make you the host, Brent.
Yeah.
Let me see. I've got to share screen. I got to try to get to my drive and see if I can do it. But
Okay.
I would just
let me
throw it up.
make. Uh, let's see. I've got Outlaws Decatur Bears.
All right. You're the host. You should be able. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Are we all
I don't
done
want to
now?
do that. Make me the host again.
Hang on, I gotta mute it first. I'm gonna see if I can share this screen now. Let's see. Uh, get back in here.
We're the three most obnoxiously technologically sound people ever. It's
I'm
pretty
tech savvy.
bad.
I work for a tech company.
Are you? Well, why the hell aren't you doing all this stuff, Dom? God damn
Because
it.
I don't have all the games. You guys have all
He
the
sent him.
stuff.
He sent him doing the face. They're in the Facebook chat. You don't have to like. All I did was click on it. And it brings it up.
All right. Are you guys getting my screen share yet? It's not on
No.
that game yet, but
No, not yet.
now, shoot, I'm trying to share. Let's see here. Well, we may be out of luck because I don't never know what I'm doing.
I think the move is put this thing on put the games up on YouTube and then watch it from there. That's what we did, I think, with
Is that what we did with the other ones?
I think so, yeah. That's what we ended up finally landing on.
Okay, we'll have to try that then because it's not
All
gonna
right,
be able
this.
to do it. So Brent, you're gonna
Hang
have to
on.
make me.
Hang on a second,
Okay.
real quick here. I'm gonna see if I can share.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got something here?
See your Zoom.
Yeah, see your Zoom.
Hang on, but I can get to it. Just a minute here. I gotta have to get the other window open though.
Make sure you don't
Hang
have
on,
your
hang on now. Hang
don't have
on.
your porn pulled up.
All right, you got us. Are you get this now? No,
Yeah, but it's choppy.
it's
not
choppy for you guys. Smooth for me.
it's pretty smooth.
Is this smooth for you? It's choppy. Why does my computer
It's got to
suck
be
so
you,
bad?
man. It's got to be you, out and in.
Wait, is that pickle?
Yeah,
I'm sure it is. I'm taking it back to the beginning. Tony, if you can live with it, we'll try it. If
I'll
not,
live. I'll make it work. I
Okay.
know. I'll make it work. It's not a big
So
deal.
we walk in on opening kickoff, and that's what we got here.
It's Herb
Now
in this
coming to the line. This
Herb's
is not
at
this.
Herb's at fullback right now.
Yeah, Robo's at center.
There's Jay. That's Jay right there running on and off the field, not knowing what the hell to do. Like,
how's that not 12 on the field?
I mean, I'm assuming they did. So yeah, the offensive line, it was Businger was the smallest guy at 6'3", 260. And then you had Brent at 6'4", probably 290, and then everyone else was 6'4", 320 plus.
I'm at right guard. Shatovius left tackle. Businger right tackle, maybe?
Yeah, and Big Rich at left guard.
Left, yeah, so that's what we got. Big Rich getting downfield. Woo, I love it, dude. Dude, he was second level.
Bigger than that, man.
This was I remember this game was that Businger was going up against somebody who was really good, and what was the defensive coordinator's name? Rob.
No, Rick Brown.
Rick Brown was like, oh, and Businger was just like, dude, I'm gonna murder this guy, and
So yeah, it
Businger
was Mike
murdered
Young.
the guy.
I'm
Yeah.
almost sure it was Mike Young, right?
Yeah, and Businger kicked his
And
butt.
they had Scribner too, who was good. Oh God, they're bringing the house there. Get rid of it. Oh yeah. So Damian Bishop's our halfback.
Okay.
Now,
Look at Herb in the slot down there.
Herb in the slot, 5 wide.
That is not a good look.
No.
Oh, I was top heavy.
Pickle. 2 Lorenzo Bruce.
Lorenzo getting some alligator arms there.
I'm at personal protector right here.
All right, Tony. That's one snap.
That was I only played special.
Fair catch it, man.
I think that was Glenn.
Jamie's got
Oh, love Aaron Wells is wearing 77. I know that.
Jamie.
So now we got Womack at this end. Lex, I think, is out there.
Gotta be Troy at middle.
Troy's in the middle.
Jeff Thomas with him.
No, Jeff wasn't.
Nope,
Jeff
nope,
Jeff didn't play this year. It's I think it's Rochelle.
It is. Is it?
Yeah,
It is. Let me think about
it's
that.
Troy and Rochelle.
Troy had the same look, accessory wise, every time.
Troy
No,
always.
I think it's Robert Charles, man.
No, Robert Charles was 6. Robert Charles
Okay.
played there, but I'm pretty sure that's Rochelle was 46.
Yeah, you're right. That's where it's got to be. He was 46 4 JT was.
Yeah,
Who's 5? Is that
Craig.
Craig?
Rolf. I
Rolf.
think Craig Rolf
yeah,
was
that's
5.
Rolf. You got Rolf at
51.
corner.
51's Gillette. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
No, it's Hodges. It's
yeah,
Hodges
that's right.
for
Yeah,
some
this
reason.
is John. I think John was overseas at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So there's
D-backs
Ben
were-
Jackson. I
Ben
saw
Jackson.
33.
Hell yeah.
We got a Ben Jackson sighting.
Hell yeah.
So this is a home game for them then.
Yes.
It is a home game for them in Niantic. Yep.
Little wishbone.
Wait, does Dan get in this game?
Dan plays later, yeah.
That's
Dan
just a huge
plays because
pile.
this it was only 7-0. And
Right in the
so
bone.
Dan came in second
Or
half, maybe.
Is that a wishbone?
Yeah.
yeah.
12
Wishbone tight.
12
Jeez.
is Romeo Robertson. No idea whatever happened to him, but he was one of the
Oh, who got the crack? Hang on. I gotta go back.
Yeah.
The crack is I gotta know who this is.
Darren, maybe.
That's Severado.
Yeah,
I
that's
think that's a
Severado.
9.
Track.
That's a great job.
That's Severado.
Yep. I love it. I got
Big.
it. Jeez. So Herb,
It's
Carl,
Herb, Romeo, and Damien.
Damien. Okay. Romeo.
Herb playing football cracks me up so much.
He would, he was a serviceable fullback and center in all honesty.
Yeah.
He was.
We talked about it on the episode he came on. He was a good blocker. He played guard.
Pickle dancing, baby. Oh, finally got it. Oh,
He
He
tried to
played
throw the
guard a couple
Urbanator.
of games.
yeah. Jamie Ford at slot.
Uh, yeah.
Give it to him. There you go. Get Jamie involved is what I'm telling you.
This
Wait till we
must
get to
be
watch.
this must be when we score.
I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past us here.
Somebody in the backfield? Who's
No, it
called?
went empty.
This Lawson?
Oh, jeez, get in.
Yeah.
This- Lawson went from
Okay,
wishbone
into the
to
first
5
quarter,
wide
obviously.
empty on the goal line. What's going on here?
There's twice we don't get it. No idea
There's
what that
Dan.
was.
That's
Is
Dan.
that Dan?
Oh,
That's
it's 31 out there. Is that Bolden?
That's Rob Bolden. Yeah.
That's Robbie Bolden. I love
Yeah,
it.
Dan,
Carlos
so
and
Dan's
Rob
in there
Bolden.
right now.
Carlos and Rob Bolden. Get that touchdown. That's right.
Yeah,
Carlos
Rob
battling
scored.
Rob Bolden. That is some width at backfield, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's Weatherford.
I can't believe Chris went 5 wide empty on the goal
Wait,
line.
we went for 2?
Did we not get it?
Did we not? We must not have scored there.
The motion touchdown had to be a penalty.
Yeah, I think there was a penalty.
No, we scored. That was a score.
Because
So maybe we had a penalty.
Yeah, because that's blocked. No, it is still nothing. I'm almost certain. They called that back on a penalty. We did something again.
Yeah, because there's no kickoff. You're right.
Yep. Swick's in 21.
Swick was always in. Swick was a 25 is
that Carlos Perry?
That's Carlos Perry.
And he is not a great quarterback. He was a great receiver. I'll give him all the credit in the world, but
not a great stance either. Is it?
No. I think they just said he's fast. Let's see if he can man up.
Yep.
Can't cover people man on. And
he's fast. It's either Ben Jackson, Carlos Perry, or Jerome White. We're going to go with Carlos.
That's Carlos. Jerome was 23.
No, I'm just saying that's what our decision was at that.
There's Robert Charles playing safety.
Good kick. Is that Rolf?
That's George.
George George wore like
4. He was 4.
He wore 4. That's right. Yeah. George is in a league of his own in this
George
league,
was George was so out of place playing corner.
Severado split out. You got to love that. Good protection.
Roll it, bud.
Oh, there we go.
Wide open top left. Is it number 1 Lorenzo?
Yeah.
How did he not see that?
Because he was not a good quarterback.
Wide open. He was jumping up and down.
Yeah, be a booster handling business.
Up the left
like
side.
that. Oh, there's the touchdown. We have a flag on this one?
God, I hope he didn't miss that. What the hell was the corner doing on that play?
No, that's got to be a touchdown. Yeah, it's a touchdown. No, it wasn't. What the hell?
Oh, God.
What the hell happened there? How do we? I don't know.
He must have stepped out. He had to have stepped out.
Okay. These are slow routes, man. Just take off, Pickle. Go, go, go. That's it. Go. Oh, and he dropped the ball. Their ball. We're still nothing. After 2 apparent touchdowns.
Yeah, right? Jay in motion, playing some tight end.
Oh.
Come on,
Swick wanted to hit him, but didn't. That wouldn't even have been 15 back then.
No.
They're really trying to get out. Oh, that's blocking the back. Yeah, there's the flag. So is this Chris Schlowski in it? No, 99 is
99 was Ulysses.
That's Ulysses. You got it.
I think
And
no, it's still Rochelle.
yeah.
Was Doug on the team at this time?
Doug Reeder?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like 40, not 41. What was he? That was Doug Wenzel.
Yeesh.
Doug Reeder. I got to remember.
Who's 70? Who? Oh, that's 70s Hank. Hank
Yep,
Walton.
70s big hand.
Hant,
Yep.
excuse me, Hant.
Yeah. Doug Reeder's 52.
52.
I don't
Okay.
know if he made this game.
There's George
George
again.
again. George again. Cut it back, George. So good. He's just so good.
Oh,
Do we?
shit.
Oh God.
Still didn't get on.
No.
Uh, scoring opportunity for the third time.
Yeah, right.
What position was he playing on this team?
George?
That corner?
Corner.
Safety?
No,
Corner.
he
Yeah,
played
he's the
corner.
far corner from Rolf.
Wasn't
That's right.
playing.
What number, Brent? You got the roster out there. What number
Yeah.
was Danny Womack?
I don't know if he was. Let's see. I don't know if he was playing for us at this point yet.
I mean, he played this season.
I'm looking everywhere, and 32?
32.
32.
Yeah, that's right.
That's wild. Damn. That's
Oh, hey,
unfortunate.
there's Wood. What
That's
happened?
unfortunate. So who we got out here now?
That's
Pickles back in. Damian
Pickles back in. Yeah.
Bolden in the backfield. Good protection. Oh, linebacker made a good play. I think that's Terry Grider, maybe. He played with the Bucks for a few years.
Steve Spurrier musical chairs with the quarterbacks here.
Yeah, this is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, right? Did we throw a pick? Or was that just fourth down?
I think that was fourth. Right? He doesn't go. Jeez. Not quite a safety. I know we don't get one. So if you notice, you haven't seen anything at all. Well, if George is the safety, then where's Rolf at now?
Rolf's at corner.
But I just saw Carlos is out there.
Maybe I don't know.
Oh God. We'll see that again.
Who just got murdered?
I was looking for Carlos, but who comes off the side over here? Is it you list Tyrone? It's got to be Tyrone. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Mo Clark at quarterback.
I'm pretty sure that's Remo.
Then we've got to score here, guys. Fourth quarter stance already.
If we
The tailback.
Oh, we fumbled the damn
Fumble the
snap.
snap. We probably don't get it. Oh, we
It's
still
too
have the
bad.
ball, though.
It's too bad there wasn't a kid that actually played center on the field. That's a terrible. I want to say Lorenzo scores our touchdown.
Is 34 Weatherford?
Yes. This was before we realized that we had about 6 guys playing out of position. You know, Glenn only started 40 games at safety in college. Why let's play him at wide receiver? You know, that's a good smart move.
There it is. There it is. Lorenzo for the TD. There's 6. It's a good ball.
Who's the kicker?
Aaron Nelson. Aaron Nelson.
Yeah.
He made that kick that beat Decatur a year later when I was dying on the ride home
Mm-hmm.
from like 50 at not 50, 45 out of that park.
28. Who's 28 for us? Brent Bordenkircher.
28 for us. Jeez. I'm looking at it now. David Hall, the guy who ran the camera all the time. One of Lawson's old guard buddies.
The name is ringing a bell, and I can picture a somewhat of a face, but I just can't.
Reddish, brownish haired dude. Not a football player.
Nice guy though, right?
Yeah, great dude.
Yeah.
He never gave us back the footage though. That time he had me mic'd up, which always kind of.
Oh, that's right.
It was fantastic too. It was really good. He mic'd up like 3 of us and went through our regular day and then went.
Yeah.
So much fun.
I forgot about that.
Oh, great hit, great tackle.
That was.
That was Ulysses.
He was pretty dang good.
Yeah, Ulysses was. He got steadily better too, like me and everybody. He came out in 97 and was.
I was gonna say he was part of the bad teams.
Yep. And he got better and better and better and kept playing.
He played a game or 2 with us in Farmington.
Like Carlos
really?
Perry. Yeah, there's good examples of that.
I didn't realize he played with you guys.
God, look how many people we had. Did you? I mean, walking off the field.
I know.
talk about trying to field a team this year and having a big enough roster. Look how many guys. I mean, that's legitimately awesome.
Yeah. I mean, we were 55, 60 deep that whole
Yep.
season.
Yep.
And I mean, I can still remember when we started practicing, we were 60 deep at practices. And
Guys
then
would show up.
we've talked about it before, and then it kind of fizzled as it got later in the year and things started happening. But I mean,
But that year we held on to most. I mean, Lafayette got us, so be it. But we held on to most of that roster most of that year. I don't know.
I mean, there was the only turnover. I mean, really the only we added Chris Jones at one point for quarterback because
Right.
Pickle quit, and then when Chris quit, we added Jake Duro. But
Right.
other than that, maybe a few linemen here or
I
there.
mean,
I
right.
don't
I
know
mean, Pickle wasn't showing up after he didn't start.
What's that,
But,
Dom?
Why did they all quit the quarterbacks?
Because they weren't playing quarterback.
yeah, they didn't get start.
Um, the only one I sent you that message, Brent. You got to look at that Effingham game, number 61. I have no idea who the hell it is.
Is he huge?
Yeah,
Stacy Moore.
no, it's not Stacy. He wasn't Stacy Moore big.
Well, Stacy Moore is 61 in the program. I'll have to think it's not Angela yet. Ulysses. Good God, he left his feet.
Probably maybe a little bit.
Ulysses leaves his feet to make this sack. Dude.
It's not Angela. Maybe it is. Maybe it is Russ. But I thought Russ was a lot fatter than that.
Oh, dude, yeah, he tried to kill him.
He's straight up Superman. Dude.
That was definitely Remo then, because I don't think they liked Remo.
I think that's true. Yeah, Severado was taking this game personally, and
Yeah, couple guys were.
Yeah, Ulysses, I think.
Lorenzo
maybe
too.
Lorenzo. Yeah,
yeah. Because a lot of the, I mean, they were Macon County Eagles the year or two before that.
Right. Well, and like for me, it was cool. I was still we were still guys with like Kurt Gillespie and Terry Grider.
Yeah.
Wait, is Ridgeway playing linebacker on this team?
I still like those guys.
Yeah, Chuck's on this team.
Where is he? Middle.
I think he's far side right now.
Yeah, I think so. But Chuck was on this team, and then Brett Roberts.
Brett
Roberts was a freaking first team All-American that season.
Yeah.
Thanks to one game against Jacksonville when he had like 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
He played for the Renegades too.
Oh,
Brett's a good dude. I like Brett.
Yeah.
Pickle, get down.
He liked to scramble, man, and that didn't fit.
He didn't like to get hit though.
No.
So it was, the end of the scramble was tough. Is that Herb with the ball there?
I think so.
Hey, gets us to 3rd and 1.
I also noticed, I don't know if you guys can notice.
Oh, they brought everybody.
We are lined up in illegal formation every snap because Lorenzo is never on the ball.
He's close this time.
Way off.
He's so far off the ball, but he tells the ref, but he's so far off the ball.
Oh my God! What the hell?
Oh God! Oh, come on, get it out! How's the ref? That's pretty rough.
Hit.
The ball's on the ground. Let's see that again. Let's see how late this was. These were some hometown refs. Let's see.
Oh, they were bad. They were real bad.
Bounce, hit. That's awful.
That's Brett Roberts right there.
That's awful. You got to call that.
Yeah, there's Rolf.
That's Remo, dude. That guy looks like he's white. Isn't Remo a brother?
It might not have been Remo this game.
I don't think that's Remo.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Remo was the next year. You might be right, Dom.
If Witz was here, he could tell us.
I think it's that clown that was posting. Isn't it that guy that was posting in the Legends group that Chris started about how he had this great season and he just threw his entire offensive line under the bus? And I was like, way to be humble, buddy.
Oh yeah. I can't remember his name now.
I think you're right.
Lowry?
I think this was the year, and I think Remo was not around this year. I think because he played before, and he played after, but I think he was not available.
Whoop. Was it Mike Lowry?
Can't remember what his name was.
I'll never think of the name.
I know what you're talking about now, Dom. Yeah,
definitely not humble by any stretch of the imagination.
No, dude, that was crazy, dude. I think did I call him out on her? Did you or somebody did? Said, dude, you can't.
I did. He roasted his offensive line. He's like,
oh, that's a good run. That's a good misdirection.
Yeah.
Our defense was pretty stout. Once we got out of this 5-2. it
Once we
got
got
real
to the
good.
5-2 umbrella, we were real stout.
Jesus. Yeah, because it wasn't Route versus Pleasant Hill. We probably should be in a 5-2. Oh, that was
Well,
pretty late too.
because now
Troy.
you had Troy could go cover space, didn't have to stay in the middle, and then we moved Glenn to safety, and then your safeties were Glenn and Swick. Like Glenn and Swick, are you kidding me?
Yeah. So
Like
obviously Willie Head couldn't make this game.
no,
Because yeah,
no, Willie
obviously
got hurt. Willie was hurt, but Willie had quit.
this no, this was first game of the season. This he wasn't hurt by now.
No, this is when don't you remember he got a freaking split his skull open with someone's tooth during practice?
So he never played. That's
He
right.
never played this season.
Jesus.
And then he came back out and played 8-man with us.
And he came out the same year that Jeff Thomas came out.
Yes. And then our linebackers were JT, Willie, and Troy.
Yeah.
And then Willie broke his collarbone, and then that was that.
Yes, that's right. Which definitely would not have been good for a 5-2 because who do you leave off the field?
Yeah, right? Yeah, because I want to say it was Troy played Mike, and then
and
Willie played Sam, and JT played Will, and just cleaned
Correct.
up.
And in this one, I think Troy was the monster. Rochelle was the cover.
Yeah.
Wait, so George isn't even playing in this game for the most
Maybe
That's what
he
I'm
was.
trying to figure.
He was playing.
That's him up top, isn't it?
Yeah, he was returning punts.
I think they must have just rotated it. I saw him. He was the other side this time.
That's all I can think. Who was that?
I have
That's
no
all I
idea.
can think.
Oh God,
Oh,
scoop
Jesus.
it, scoop it, and then lose. Oh, jeez.
Am I the only one that just saw a big guy on the screen?
Yeah, no, I saw it too.
I think
I saw it
this
too.
was before you could accidentally hit the camera on flip phones too. I don't know how that happened. We'll kill it before we get to Andy's girlfriend. We'll stop.
Oh God. I mean, they knew it. They knew at this point we couldn't throw, and they were just bringing the house.
Yeah.
They're all right there.
It's just
All right.
you know.
I'm back out there. Personal protector.
There you go.
I love
Move,
this.
change the other side
Hey.
because I'm smart.
Oh,
17.
you let Jay inside you though.
I did let Jay inside of me because I've never protected a punt before, so I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Yeah, it was 17, Dom. I got it. I got it warm for you.
Looking strong.
Thanks.
Okay, that's a different quarterback.
Yeah. This is a new one too, isn't it?
No, it's the same white. It's still a white guy though.
Oh, jeez. Oh, who was that?
guy skinny, whoever it is.
I just
Was
wanna
it
know who
you,
almost-
Dom? Was it you? And you were high. You were.
Does Aaron Wells almost make this play? God, yes, he does.
Yeah,
I never got to see Aaron play.
he was good. Aaron was
He was
probably
good.
could have been a really good offensive lineman. He was so big and athletic, but he just didn't want to play offense. He wanted to play defense.
And that's
Like
right.
a neck
And that always bothered me because I don't know. I thought we had a good O line, but
What'd you say, Dom?
Did he have a neck injury or something?
I don't know.
He hung around quite a bit with the Stallions and Seminoles.
He played with the Seminoles
Oh,
later on.
Oh, he ended up playing?
Yeah.
Hang on. I want
Was
you guys
that
to finish
Troy?
this. Number one, I think that what happens is we kill the quarterback and he throws up for grabs. Somebody gets it, and Troy does the best non-touchdown dance I've ever seen, dude. I think Ulysses comes all the way from this side and gets to him. Nope, it's Tyrone from the far side, and he crushes him. Ooh, the ball's away, and Troy.
It's what he did best, though, man.
Oh my god, dude!
Gentlemen.
It's like watching Ted Valentine call a charge. 7 steps and then the celebration.
Herb might have left a little
Oh
early.
God!
This is when Dan still had the world's first set of shoulder pads. They were the most awkward, giant shoulder pads that we forced him to play with. And then they jumped off
Play
sides.
receiver in high school or college or just
Who?
Rutherford?
He
Safety,
played
right?
like slot back. He was a safety at IC, but he played like slot back in high school.
Okay. There we go.
But again,
Weatherford
yeah,
That's
brings it in.
he was
Splits
he
the
would have
defenders.
he started 3 seasons at IC at safety, and he didn't play safety for the Outlaws till week 7. Like it was the dumbest thing
Carlos
ever.
Battle. Is that Battle?
That's Battle, Herb, and Rob Bolden.
Wow. Dude, Battle.
Weatherford was like he was Casey Sullivan before Casey Sullivan was Casey Sullivan, the tall one, right? I mean, he played a little DB and some receiver at IC, and then came to the Outlaws, but only for a quick season. But Glenn was put
No,
together.
Casey played linebacker at IC.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Casey was a linebacker all through and through. Oh boy.
Dan making the tackle. That a boy.
Crazy asshole. I wouldn't have done that.
You would have just fought Edgar.
I got on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Let the players.
Swick.
There's Troy.
Troy and Swick were like, that was one of those things we talked about. I think we've talked about it before, like playing 8-man when Jamie showed up, we knew we would win. That was like Swick and Troy. Like if Swick and Troy were on, teams weren't scoring on us. Like it just like, and they were probably going to score a touchdown.
The thing is, yeah. What stinks
Like,
about this game is that 5-2 umbrella was just so soft that Swick doesn't get to do a lot.
No,
because he was the man.
Swick was such a good football player. I mean, even late when he was getting a little bit older, no offense, Jason, he was still such a good football player.
Still looks exactly the same.
He does. I know. I love that dude.
Is Lex on this team?
Yeah, 68.
68. He's
at the top of the screen.
Yeah. Lexi's there, Big Hant's there. But we will have to be, I don't know.
You know who's one person who's not on the field right now? Pete Smizer. Pete was not on the Outlaws but at this point.
George fumbles the snap and still makes him worry.
Pete had not joined the team yet, so
I think we've got to be at clock kill time by now, right?
We're getting close.
We're just going to run it, try not to let them score.
I think there might be one more. There's one more change. They get the ball one more time.
Oh, geez, Dan. Jamie ran that little hook a little more shallow than Dan was.
Skinny Jamie looks, holy moly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, his pants were loose on him early.
Wow, look at Dan, the keeper.
That's nice.
Running down.
Oh, that was Robbie Bolden, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Bolden was carrying it. Dan was just trying to get in the action.
Dan's trying to throw a lead block for his fullback. Decatur this year had a good D-line, though. I mean, the fact that you don't see a ton of Jay Russell tells you a lot. I mean, Jay got better, too.
Well, Jay was playing tight end. He plays a lot of tight end this game.
Scribner was the real deal, and Mike Young was the real deal. Their DTs were pretty damn legit.
I think Jay's in there right now. That's him standing up.
Ooh, ball. Did they get the ball back? Is that? Yeah. Nope. Yep, they did.
Yeah, I mean, you said at the top of this, though, Brent, this was a sloppy game.
And I mean, it's bearing that out. But if we got Rolf, Glenn, and George, and again, nothing against Carlos, why is he playing corner? I don't know.
Because it was Rick Brown was calling the defense.
I guess
this was remember when we first started, Tommy called the offense.
I remember
Tommy Dom. I don't know if you knew that Tommy was technically our offensive coordinator. That's probably why we went so much 4 wide. It's Tommy calling the plays.
Tommy, I have no idea.
And then when Tommy moved to defense, Chris took over offense.
All right.
And that was both of those moves were for the better because that's where 35 end trap came. That's where fake 32Z fade came. And those were difference makers. This quarterback's scared by now.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
I mean, Tyrone and Ulysses have been laying it down today.
Lex is probably barking like a dog.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Tell saying blood makes the grass grow.
That's Tyrone. Blood makes the grass grow.
I still have a freaking gash on my calf from Lex's fingernails.
Yeah.
He was the predator. The first year he had the predator hair with those locks, and he had the claws, man.
Yeah, he was a wild man.
Get away.
He's had both of his knees replaced.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, crazy. Poor guy.
All right, so pause it, Brent.
All right, I got you.
Convention Center turf.
So, Dom, your boy is in it running back right
Barry,
now.
you're gonna get
Oh no, is that it?
I'm about to close this game out, gentlemen. All right, go ahead.
Just not. I don't
Thunder,
want to
right?
ruin it.
Is this Thunder, right?
This is
This
still the
is
starting line here, right? Because Businger's down so low in his stance. I mean,
yeah,
how does a grown man do that?
I don't know. Because he was a freak of nature.
Straight up and down for two, though.
Didn't
Right,
want I wasn't
right
that
between
straight
me
up
and
and
Boost.
down.
Me and Boost couldn't get you any more than that.
I look somewhat athletic. All right. Look, I actually look like a running back there.
This looks like a Nate Bottom until you start running.
Now you got to watch the end of this one because I about put it on the turf.
Oh, he's reaching. He's reaching for what? The 60 yard?
Hey, I just look. It's 3rd and 5. All right, 3rd and 5, 2-minute drill or 2-minute
Thank
warning.
God. It was almost
Look at how
third and
many
five and a
guys
half.
are in the box.
I
My
know.
God.
And then you watch.
Hey,
Look
break
at this.
it.
That's pure
First
willpower.
down, suckers. First down.
8 guys in the box. No way.
Had he not reached for the extra half yard on the previous play, he would not have gotten that one. That was his plan all along.
Dom, these are the first 4 times I've ever touched the football not as a center. Like,
Oh.
I was shitting my pants. And then I don't get much help there from Rob, but
Well,
at this
they
point,
jumped and then nobody and I didn't block either. But they
game's
jumped
over.
and it was all off.
I think we got 3 kneel downs now. We're done.
So you show great ball security, you get us a first down, and then we decide that nope, running back's not the place for you either. So I don't know.
Well, the other game that we have that's high quality.
Some of them ain't ready to quit. So then we do this. Look at this shit.
Wow, that's Bush League.
Yeah,
That is Bush. That's Alabama every time they lose.
the other game we have that's good quality, Brent, is the Effingham game, and I actually played fullback that whole game. And then ironically, literally the week after is when we went to Lafayette, and
Rick Brown is excited.
yes, he starts jumping up and down like a crazy person.
Yeah. There should have been some rough handshakes after that fourth. Oh my God! After that play. All right, I'll get off this.
All right, you got to make me the host again too.
I don't. You're really asking for a lot. Now.
Okay, you don't have to. You can just close it down. I hope. Oh wait, here I can do it.
You do whatever you need to do.
I'm gonna.
Am I done sharing now? At least.
Yeah, hold on. There we go. So that was the first ever game, Dom. That was the
Not counting the arena.
not counting the arena. That was the first ever 11-man game. So
yeah,
it's pretty good.
It improved. The product improved.
I know. But 22 years ago, we should have a celebration.
Jeez. So the other games that I sent you, I have. We can do them anytime. The Lafayette games, the Steel game is actually pretty good. We lose the Lafayette game, obviously. We didn't know who Carl Berger was until then. The Effingham game is terrible because we get beat by a team that on paper.
But it's good quality. That's the only bad part. Is it's good. Yeah. It's the best quality game, but we get beat 6-0, Dom, in overtime.
And honestly, that Casino Bowl game, I mean, we could maybe have Stefik or somebody on or Kurt Fisher. But it's a fun game to watch, actually, too. It really is.
No, we gotta get back to some guests definitely next week.
Next week I think I have Brian Davis.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that'd be good.
I believe Chuck is going to drive down and get his ring, and Brian will come down next Wednesday night to be here with me.
Okay,
because he has not the technology to be able to do it. So,
no, that'll be good. That'll be fun. That'll be a good one to talk to. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, should we make our picks, Dom?
What we got? Chiefs, Bills.
Probably the Chiefs.
I hate this. I'm going. You know what? Bills. Bills. It's the Bills.
Bills. Okay, I'm gonna go Chiefs just because I know how the NFL works.
I just think the backlash is finally turning into a tidal wave.
God, I hope.
Are you not aware of the script?
The script.
I think this is the script that sets up the great Super Bowl viewership, man. I believe the script is
Buffalo versus the Commanders.
Yeah, God. What are the colors of the Super Bowl logo for this year?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I hope it's not the Eagles and Chiefs again, but
this is just like Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan in the Silverdome. Mahomes is passing the torch to Josh Allen. It's gonna happen.
I think I
I'm
said
taking the
last week,
Commander.
I don't hate the Chiefs. I just want to see someone different. Like give me some parity. I don't care who.
Beat us.
It's
Get out of here.
overblown. It's overblown,
Get
but
out of here. Beat
I think
us.
they I think they do get some calls. I don't think it's as bad as people think. The roughing last week was, oh, God, it was bad. And they've never had more penalties than anybody they played in 11 freaking postseasons. So, or 11 postseason games. So
Oh, hey, so all that stuff can be sliced and diced any way you want it.
It
All the
can.
I'm not.
I
Listen,
saw
I'm
the
not one of these
stat
guys
about
that says
the
it's not
penalties.
fair.
I saw
I
the stat about the penalties, but also every one of those games they played of the last 15 playoff games, they played 11 of them have been Kansas City. You're always going to get the calls at home.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I watched Illinois play Michigan State this week. It's
I
that kind of situation. I think that Reed gets enough respect that he gets them. Mahomes is athletic enough that he gets them. It's not that the rest go out trying to screw anybody. They're good players.
no,
They just always get the benefit of the doubt.
they play they're right now Spags is on a different level. Like their defense is just playing so good. Um
And the
yeah,
Chiefs
so
are disciplined. That's what they are under Andy Reid. They've always been disciplined. I mean, they're
I
not
yeah,
agree.
dumb penalties minus.
I agree. They never commit stupid penalties. That is that's a very fair statement.
yeah. So Chiefs and then what do we got NFC? Who we picking?
Eagles. I'm going.
Eagles?
Going Eagles.
Hey, I'm going to take the Eagles, but this is one of those old ass rivalries, and Washington is playing with a chip on a freaking big chip on their. So I love the way they're playing ball, man.
What are you talking?
Three times in a year.
The Commanders and the Eagles have only played for 2 years, Brent. What are you talking about rivalry?
Yeah, Commanders and the Eagles don't have a. They don't have a. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Saying
fair.
Jalen Hurts might not play earlier today.
Oh
You know
God,
what?
he's gonna play. He's gonna play. He's gonna play, and he's gonna hand off the ball 30 times to frickin' Saquon, who's gonna run for.
Doesn't play. We're gonna be seeing.
That's the thing. I don't think that. I
Yeah.
don't think Washington could stop the run of the running of
I don't
Saquon.
know if the Eagles can stop
Yeah, Jaden Daniels is pretty legit.
on another planet right now.
What's the
He
spread
is.
on it? Not that we're betting.
I don't
the spread,
even
but
know.
What is it? Do you know, Dom?
I thought it was 8. I can look. The Bears could be playing in this game this weekend if they would have taken Daniels over.
No,
LG
because they still would have had Eberflus, they still would have had Shane Waldron. Like, trust me, with
6 points.
with the Bears have
6.
made up for
It's probably moving to Washington.
the Bears have made up for 40 years of turmoil the last 48 hours with Ben Johnson, and if they sign Hank Fraley as their freaking offensive coordinator, like they're gonna be it's gonna be, and I know I'm a super biased fan, but like you're talking probably 10 wins next year at the low end. Like they're gonna be a completely different ball club next year. Completely.
No, I hope you're right. I think
I
the
know.
biggest problem is the jack off they have that's putting the team together, Poles.
I mean, obviously a lot of it's gonna be, I think it's gonna we'll see how free agency goes, right? Like I think they're gonna try to build the offensive line.
Outside.
Everybody wants Trey Smith. Everybody wants Trey Smith.
Don't pay that much for him. He's not worth that.
Yeah, he is. To play guard, hell yeah.
He's gonna get like 25, 30 mil a year.
Hey, it's worth it, especially for
No,
if they got the room.
It's just not an overnight thing, Tony.
It's not.
It's
But
going to hurt. It's going to hurt for a while still.
I don't think it is. I think it's going to be. I think they're going to have enough talent where they can win. They can maybe not 10. Maybe 10's a little high, but they can win and be a good team and take notice and then take another big leap. I mean, look at what Washington did. Washington was 3-14 last year, and now they're in the NFC Championship game, and all it took was a head coach. Now that was different because they got rid of ownership and all that stuff, but it can happen over, in a one off season.
9-8 or 8-9, and maybe on the road wild card round, but I don't think it can get better than that.
They're still the
We'll see.
4th best team in the division.
Huh?
Yeah.
Still probably
I mean, what do you do? The Vikings get their quarterback back if he's healthy. That's trouble.
Yeah.
Detroit gets healthy. That's trouble. I mean, the tough thing is that's 4 games right there that are going to be tough.
Well, I mean, look at this last year with Green Bay. Green Bay went 1-5 in the division, and they were still in the playoffs.
Well,
so
that's fair.
they were 12
It
and
can't help.
12 and 5.
Hey, new system, new people. I mean, it can't help. I don't.
We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic. We'll see.
I don't want you to be right here in the same place in a year. All right.
I know.
I just want you to be prepared.
Crying. I know.
Hey, I got to ask you guys one thing. If I'm sure you do, because used to play this game all the time, but you get on and go to the Immaculate Grid game, right? You guys
Yeah.
play that?
Yeah.
Okay. Dom, you haven't heard of it? You got to check it out. Just go Google Immaculate Grid. Start playing the
I got
football.
another one for you, Brent, when you're done too.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to say one of these times, I think on air we could solve one of those probably really, really quick. You know, because there's always like one or two you can't get. I mean,
we'll do it next week. That'd be good.
Well, you got to check them out. It's a blast.
We could start. Why don't we just start doing that every time? That'll be the first.
We'll do one real quick.
Yeah,
we'll give it 5 minutes. We either beat it or we don't.
I got another one for you, Brent, for your phone. It's
all right. I'm writing it down.
Ultimate Roster.
Okay.
Dom, you'll like that one too. Ultimate Roster.
All right.
So those are two fun ones I do every morning.
Football Immaculate Grid, Dom.
Yeah.
You're gonna go down a wormhole tonight.
They're good. They're fun. So, all right, boys, we're at 8 o'clock.
Appreciate you guys.
We'll talk next week. Good to see you guys.
Next week, I'll confirm with Brian. Hopefully.
Okay.
All right. See you guys
later, boys.
Later.